Hi doll! Hey YouTube! Today I'm looking at another doll, and this is the Penny's Box Luluya Symphonic Poem series, and she is Fantasia. I got her through AliExpress, so I know who she is. Front of the box, lots of purple backgrounds. Looks like a stage kind of, or at least a fancy building with curtains and a checkered floor. We have Fantasia and the purple girl from the series at the front. All of the logos. Penny's Box Luluya and Symphonic Foam is in gold foil. On the right side of the box we have pictures of all of the girls in the series. Unfortunately, the seller put their barcode on top. And I have to say, despite the fact that the secret one seems like she's right up my alley, but she isn't. Anyway, back of the box, safety warnings and product info. We have a holographic sticker, so it's a genuine item. Right side of the box is the story of the series in Chinese, so I can read it. And the purple background is going all around and fading into a checkered pattern at the bottom, along with music notes. Bottom is pink, says Penny's Box. Top is a dark purple, it says Symphonic Poem. And now let's check it out. First things first, this is a ginormous silica packet. I wonder if it's a one-off or not. And we have the outfit, a little character card. It is just plain cardboard, or more like a thick paper. The back is a pink checkered pattern, Luluya Symphonic Poem Penny's Box. The front is just a picture of the doll and background. Then we have the instruction manual. It is quite large, full color, all the different Penny's Box series. In the back we have parts lists and instructions, how to do the eyes, hair and face, neck peg, clothes, how to switch hands and how to switch feet. The feet is specific in this line. Some of the dolls do have ballet heels instead of actual feet and shoes, like the purple one. So you have to switch them out if you want to race them. Before I forget, this box is quite a bit smaller than the box I got with my Penny's Box Title Secrets leaf. Although I don't have that box for comparison, it is much smaller and in general a pretty smallish box. She has a blister packaging. Inside we have the doll, and she has a piece of plastic on her head. Close up. Next we have the donut halo. The clear plastic donut halo. We have the extra hands and their shoes. take a closer look just now. Then we have each have the pigtails wrapped in individual plastics. And at the very back we have her wings. So the pigtails are on ball joints. They have a white to pink gradient. And they just go into the head like this. Okay. She has a heart-shaped ahoge, which you can take off to put in the pink drippy donut halo. I prefer the ahoge. Okay, so close up of her face. She has inset eyes, with a cute smile and very bright pink eyelashes and hearts on her cheeks. Pretty neutral facial expression. Her ears are feathered. Looks like feathery ears with a pink gradient on them, as well as a pink gradient on the cheeks, and she has a cat mouth. The eye shines in her eyes are heart-shaped. Her hair is pretty sturdy, but her head, as expected, is a bit heavy. The earpieces fit nicely and they're not going to come off easily. So, the body sculpting is pretty nice. Not too detailed and not a little detail. Just right. The hands are also nice. Nicely sculpted, very dainty and delicate looking. Speaking of the hands, we have a set of hard hands. They are also nicely sculpted, and a set of pointing hands, also nicely sculpted. She has a nice definition on her torso and legs and her feet. She does have a vague indentation of her toenails. Nothing on her fingernails though. And the bottom of her feet is sculpted. So her donut piece is a semi-translucent resin, plastic. You see it's quite drippy and there is sculpted sprinkles on it. Her shoes are quite detailed. We have some holes for the ribbon to go through. Back we have a lacy bit that goes around the calf. And some pink bows and ruffles. And the bottom we have a skeleton cat silhouette. We also have a heart on the heel on the outsides. Her wings. Now Kiko Goods kept showing that it can be used as wings, but it's very uncomfortable. The set that goes around the waist is more detailed. The set on the back is a little more cartoony. They are on ball joints, and the piece that connects the front to the back is a heart shape. They don't struggle to come out. There are some sculpting details, some casting eyelid looking details. I don't know about you, it looks like an eye with a hole in here. They are in a translucent pink plastic, with the back wings having a pink to clear gradient, white to pink gradient. Okay. So next up, posing. The pigtails are on ball joints. If you move them too much, they might pop out. Good range of motion. Head can go that far backward, that far forward. Side to side, but the head is loose. And no silicone disc. Shoulders, more than 90 degrees up. We're going to go all the way around, limited by your hair and head size. Double jointed elbows. First bend less than 90 degrees, the second bend a bit more than 90 degrees. If you struggle a bit, you can get a bit more movement. For the girls with the longer sleeves, that might be a problem. Wrist, all the way back, all the way forward, side to side, and 360 degrees. Chest, when you go forward, it pops out, it looks a bit awkward. Back, good range, and you can also whip it on the ledge. There is also a ledge at the front, but you can't really whip it in. Side to side. It does stay, but it looks pretty bad. And twisting side to side as well. Hips, almost 90 degrees. And she can do a split. And she does have a thigh swivel. And it is smooth. You can pull the leg out for greater range of motion. Knees are double jointed. First bend 90 degrees. Second bend quite a bit farther, better than the arms. There is no rotation at the knee. Ankles do have a 360 degree rotation. Not much side to side. There is a tiny bit that can help with balancing. All the way forwards and all the way back. In theory it can go farther, but it snaps back. So let's take a look at the clothes. So first off, we have two ribbons, so we can lace up the shoes. A pair of socks, they are white, stretchy Fantasia with a lace cuff and an elastic. We have the skirt. It's a very smooth fabric with almost no grain. It's a high-low skirt with a pink ruffle around the edge. The Velcro, the skirt opens all the way in the back and it has a Velcro strap. And the shirt. So it's mostly white with a printed skeletal detail in the front. I have to say this is part of the design that I don't particularly like. And she has a ruffle on the chest, puffy pink sleeves, and a pink collar around the neck. The fabric is laser cut, and most of the fabric on the tails at top is unhemmed. The sleeves are hemmed. The Velcro attaches with only one piece of fabric and one piece of stitching. Feels like it might go loose. And no furling. The back of the skirt is hemmed, so I'm wondering why they didn't for the shirt. Okay, well, the fabric is folded over and hemmed at the very back seam. So, let's get her dressed. Okay, and here's Fantasia. So I did loop the ribbon around the ankle a bit more because they were super long. And she was pretty easy to dress. The most difficult part was lacing the shoes. I have to say that the top's front tail piece gets caught up in the wings and makes a bubble. And the back is spread out. Not sure if it's supposed to be like that, since they didn't really show pictures of the back in the promo pics. And here somehow I got a much better angle on the elbow. And she was pretty easy to dress. Though her socks do slip off when you bend her knees. Okay, Fantasia looks very cute. So, my thoughts on the figure. She's very cute. Her posing, although not amazing, is pretty good. The clothes are well made, but very thin. You can see it's a bit transparent, and the fact that there's no hem here on the top makes me worried, but it's not going to fray in the short term. I could say I'm just a bit disappointed because compared to the mermaids who had actual serged hems, the leaf here isn't the best example. The quality seems to be a bit step down, and I know this fabric type isn't everybody's preference, even though I like it. It's sounds very plasticky. So she's a pretty alright doll. I wouldn't say she's a must-have, but she's good to have. So her hands can switch out pretty easily. Though for some it might be better to put a toothpick or something in there. To keep the elastic from falling through. She's worth the price I got her for. So size comparison, here she is with a Penny's Box mermaid. We're using some parts. I'm sure the heads can switch. Well, I'm checking that out. Let's check the eyes. They slip into the head on this peg here in the center. And they stay put quite well. So like other normal Penny's Box dolls, they can switch parts between them. Okay, and my camera died. So I was talking about Dawn from the Penny's Box Mermaid series. They are the same scale. And like other Penny's Box dolls, they can switch between parts. And they do have the same hand sculpts. The jointing looks the same. The mermaids were originally listed as a 1/6 scale, while these are listed as 1/8. So let's compare. Here I have a 1/8 scale Sugary Girls doll, and she is taller than Fantasia, although the body proportions seem like they could be in the same scale. Next I have my 1/8 Momotail, also a bit taller, and similarly seem to be in the same scale. My 1/8 scale closer to 1/9 passed in Sicily Boy, which is very much taller, and the head is a smaller, very much smaller proportion. So either they are a smaller scale than 1/8, or they are just short within the 1/8 range. Definitely not 1/6. So depending on the price you get her for, she is definitely worth it. I seem to have a problem with her right elbow that keeps the one swiveling inwards. Dawn does not have that problem. I don't see anything inside the socket that could be a problem, so I'm not sure. Anyway, she's a very cute doll. Although the clothing isn't the best quality, it is nice, and it's the fabrics that I like, but I know other people don't like these types of fabric. It's not plasticky, it's just definitely synthetic, but it is soft and smooth feeling. Although I know hemming on doll scale is sometimes a hit or a miss, it is bothering me a bit. And the translucency of the white is also bothering me a bit. A lot of them do have quite a bit of white in their designs, including the Secret. So, well, I'd say the clothing quality isn't the best. The posable hair pieces and accessories, like wings, make them quite nice. So I think that's all I have to say about the doll. Just another disappointment to mention. There is another Penny's Box Luluya series. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the harpy looking ones with the wing arms. I was looking forward to that line and not one of the designs interested me. So that's a bit of a letdown. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for pics. Bye.